This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show coming back to you right here on awesome iHeartRadio. I'm Pete Corielli. On the other end is Sebastian Maniscalco, DJ Hank behind the glass. We're looking forward to another fantastic hour with you awesome people. How are you,
Let me
bro?
start by saying had a long week last week.
Really?
I was in South and North Carolina, came in on Thursday through Sunday, did 7 shows, which it is what it is. But what really killed me, Dr. Ron came for a visit.
Dr. Ron, blast from the past, long time talk about guy on the show, masseuse extraordinaire, not a masseuse. This guy is a physical therapist with magic hands, right?
He's a miracle worker. I think
Really?
we should give him his due.
And
He
has
came
made
out.
paralyzed people. He's rubbed their legs enough where they walked afterwards. I just want people to know that.
His claim to fame is almost that, where he has taken people who have been diagnosed with either a hip replacement, which he is extremely against you going in for. We had a good conversation on that. This is something that you should pump the brakes on, my friend.
Are you serious? You really think that a man can knead out like pizza dough what these doctors are telling me I need surgery on?
Well, he says the reason for your hip is not necessarily the hip itself, but the muscles around the hip have been, tight, or your back is off or whatnot. And when you get the hip replacement, those muscles are still going to be the same way that they are. So he's treated a guy who's had 3 hip replacements, couldn't walk, and this guy is cooking dinner now with his wife on a 3rd hip replacement. This guy was basically confined to a motorized vehicle. And now he's up, he's walking around, and the family is just beside themselves. They thought he was done, dead to rights. But now he's walking around. He is against this. He is telling you you should not do this. You're too young. And I stand with Dr. Ron.
Guy, what am I supposed? What do I do then? Do I go down and fly down there?
This is the way he described it. You go to a surgeon, he's going to do surgery. You go to a bakery, you're going to walk out with some bread. Right?
Right.
So,
What are you saying? I have no idea what that means.
What do you mean?
What does that mean? What is he?
You go to a baker, you get bread. You go to a baker, you get bread. You go to a surgeon, you get surgery.
Which is what I think I need. I go to Dr. Ron and I get a massage.
Dr. Ron will tell you you won't need the surgery. That's all you would need is his services or someone like him.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying whoever you go to is going to tell you need the thing they make.
That's right.
Oh, all right. Oh, gotcha. Damn, bro. Well, I mean, I don't know who to trust. This is my body. This is so what do I do? Hop a Delta
I want to
flight?
get you on the phone with Ron so he could explain it in detail, what you need. And it ain't a hip replacement. I'll tell you that right now.
What I really want, don't you ever want this too? I want to have coffee with Dr. Ron and my hip surgeon. And I want all 3 of us to sit down and go, guys, let's talk this out. And like, are they just going to sit there going saying each one's full of shit?
Well, Dr. Ron isn't so extreme where he would say that people don't need surgery, because some people do. But 8, 9 times out of 10, the person doesn't need it. And I did 6 hours with him, 2 hours a day, Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I am out of it. I'm out of it, bro. He knocked the toxins right out of me. My knee is definitely better. The muscles around it are super, super loose. And he's coming out again this weekend for another 6-hour extravaganza.
Wow.
I'm having him come out 3 separate times to see if we can knock this out. He says you don't need surgery. He goes, the stuff that's problematic is in your calves and in your IT band.
Well, I have no flexibility, so this is interesting. Is he coming out? If he's coming out, like I'm coming to the compound the day after Easter, it'd be nice. I check into the compound and I got a rub down from Ron. Dr. Ron, apologize. So
he's not coming out here. He's meeting me on tour. So we're going this week. We'll be in Norfolk, Virginia, and Baltimore. And
wow, man. And the idea is same thing, but with your knee. It's the muscles around it, and it's not necessarily the knee.
It's not necessarily the knee. It's the muscles around it that's making my knee do what it's doing. So he's loosening up the calf, which my calf is like a watermelon.
Now,
it's like tight.
If this works, like long term, and like your knee starts feeling better, how do you not go into your doctor and just like dangle the knee and go, look at this, explain this, motherfucker? You were gonna cut me open, man. I mean, that's a big deal. It's a big, bro. I don't need this news, man. I don't, unless you're knocking on my door with Dr. Ron next to you and a folding fucking table. I don't need this news. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do now? Now I'm going to tell Jackie, I know it took forever to get this surgeon. Let's put him on hold. I'm going out to Dr. Ron for two to 3 days.
I would just like him to take a look at it. That's
I would too, man.
Just take a look at it. What's your schedule?
I'm out of here. I'm out of here in April, man. I'm out of here. We're done like mid-April, beginning of April.
Doing any gigs though?
I'm coming. I'm coming to California for my little vacation where I'm visiting you and stuff, and then I start doing some dates. But mostly 2 nights stuff. Yeah. I could get out there. I got some time.
Nothing in Florida.
Nothing booked, but I could book somewhere. Is he in Tampa? No, he's in Naples.
Naples.
Oh God, we're gonna do fucking Captain Brian's.
When is this thing?
So, right? I got 3 specials on Amazon Prime. I am not playing that fish fucking house. What?
May? This thing is in May?
Yeah, it's May 12th. But I could probably push it back.
I don't know. He's just adamant. I don't mean to bore the listeners. I'm so sorry. I could just feel it in my voice that it's monotone, and our subject matter today is not right out of the gate. What do you think it is? What do you think it at? We're veering off the path here. We're talking like old men. But
we're having a medical situation.
I just wanted to tell you where I'm coming from and why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling.
All right, it's a hip. It's a hip. It's a hip.
It's a hip.
All right.
It's a hip. Trying to look at what else I got on the...
dude, if you weren't on video, I would think that you're at a wake right now. Sip some espresso here.
I had a energy drink. Apparently had the reverse effect. Because I'm full...
What is?
Here's one for
you. All right, what do you got? What do you got?
Give you one. I flew private yesterday back from the gig. Right?
Nice, dude. Holy shit, nice. Wow. Fucking no mask for you.
No mask. But I walk on the plane and I go, how we looking weather-wise? And the guys are like, gonna run into some weather, but we'll be over it. Don't worry about it. We'll be above the weather. I said, okay. 45 minutes in, I'm saying no turbulentness.
Oh, no shit, bro. Oh, and for a comedian to say, because we fly so much, so for you to be scared, it must have been bad.
Well, you're on a private aircraft. It's actually a much smaller plane, so you're going to feel the turbulence a lot more than you would on a commercial airliner. So this thing starts rattling, right? And I'm like, here we go. Damn, it's midnight. I was laid out on the couch trying to sleep, and now I gotta get up and go to the seat and buckle in.
It may as well be on United. Right? That's what I mean. Let me ask you this though: is Trump sleeping on Air Force One in bed, and they go, "Well, wake up the president, tell him to buckle up"? We're in turbulence, or do they figure shit out?
I don't think Air Force One even goes. I don't even think is capable of even having turbulence. The plane. The plane is probably equipped with an anti-turbulent mechanism, right?
It could go right through a hurricane. You won't even spill your drink. But yeah, you're trying to enjoy all the perks of private, and now you got this shit. Now, can you see the pilots? Is this an open door situation?
Open door. I go after all this turbulence. I go up. I put my head in the cockpit. It's one of those where they're like this. And I come, I go, we okay? This guy was eating his sandwich. And now they got a third pilot up there with him.
Oh, man, how great is that to be able to do that, though? That's only time I get anything remotely like that feels when I stick my mug through the plexiglass of a taxi cab and go, I said take 10th Avenue, you asshole. Now, did they have any fear in him? Was the guy really eating a sandwich, or you just what are we talking? What was the situation?
I go up there. I go, we all right?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, sorry, man. I go, what, weather? He goes, like it's going to be anything else, right? What's he going to say? No, the wing fell off. You didn't see there's no right wing?
Yeah. No shit, it better be weather.
He goes, yeah, we hit some rough patches, but we'll try to maintain altitude, and there's some weather coming up. So I'm thinking to myself, is this turbulence pilot air? As far as, I'll give you an example. Are there some pilots given the same turbulence that could maintain composure within the plane? I'm not saying the plane's not going to feel the effect of turbulent, but if you get a pilot in there that less experienced, do you think it's more turbulent?
That's a great question. You're basically asking if they go, oh no, you ever fly with Ronnie? Ronnie takes it right through turbulence. You barely feel it. He dances with the throttle. He dances with it. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And then he switches over and lets Kevin do it sometimes. Oh God, we'll fly. It's a fucking nightmare. I don't think so. I think it's more about, I think it's more about calling ahead and finding out who had the best level. Maybe it could be, though, Ronnie picks the best levels. When everyone's telling him it's turbulence, Ronnie always finds the pocket. He always finds the pocket.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm wondering if there's a guy who knows the pockets. But then I'm thinking, because I'm in the back, I'm going through everything in my head. I'm like, this is it. We're going down. Then I'm thinking, it's midnight, 1 o'clock. There's not a lot of planes going where they could even get an estimate of what happened prior.
You're the pioneer for this route at this altitude. No one's been flying this route in this altitude since 8 o'clock at night. A lot of shit has changed. I always think that when I'm the first flight out in the morning, what a plane they're calling to say, how is it out there? Right? Your guys on the phone go, yeah, I'm flying Maniscalco. Don't come this way. At least not till noon tomorrow. It's a fucking train wreck. He's already stuck his mug up here twice.
Yeah, they might be radioing to the tower. We got the passenger in the cockpit twice already. So give us a pocket so this guy could sit down and relax. You're right. We were the guinea pig last night, right?
Right.
And that's what I'm always afraid of, where they're going to call and go, shoes. the guy that came in at midnight right into the mountains. So what you want to do is...
I'll tell you what you don't want to do. Well, and listen, and this is something maybe you wouldn't say, but I'm going to say it too. But it's like, sadly, obviously, the whole Kobe situation, but some of these articles that have been written since then I've seen has been about perhaps pilots sometimes wanting to appease the employee that much, So, you're a humble guy, basically speaking, but in a situation like this, is there a tiny part of you that almost wants to lean in and go, listen, I know you guys, maybe sort of a Nightline thing I did the other day, seen some of my movies. We don't need any heroes here. So if you're doing this for me, but then I'm afraid they'll go, guy, what, you don't think we got wives and kids? We don't want to die either. All right. So you can take your God complex and go buckle in. That's what but the part of me would be thinking that if I was that big, I'm like, don't do this for me. Don't do this for me. I'm not going to fire you if I got to spend the night in fucking Milwaukee. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
There is a possibility that you go, guys, listen, if we have to divert to San Francisco and not LA, by all means, don't feel like you got to get me home.
Yeah.
There's always a chance they're going to turn and go, who are you?
Yeah, right. That's what you want. You're going to go, that's fantastic. If I don't want to fly with someone who's a fan of mine, right? Because what if you say all that and go, listen, if we have to divert, no problem. They'll go, that's what Brad Pitt said when we did have to divert. And he hasn't called me to fly him since. That was 5 years ago. So
this guy was a fan. That's why I was sitting there going, oh, he thinks he needs to get me there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Go up and tap him on the shoulder and go, listen, guy, don't do this on the account of me.
Right. I mean, he don't want to be a part of the next special where you up there. You know what bothers me is when somebody tells me they can do a job and then they don't do it. This pilot was flying. Right now he's on his couch going, oh, shit, Penny, I told you I should have got him home. I should have just went for it. So funny.
So, and when that happens for me, by the way, I don't know if you're...
What is
you're
that?
Sanitizing. Are you into
Sanitizing? Did you see my Instagram today?
You took a drink out of a public fountain?
Yeah. That's sanitizing. People in masks all around me, fucking using the water fountain. They looked at me like I was an animal. I swear to God. They looked at me like, he must have already had it.
Oh, look at that, honey. He caught it already. He's living his normal life. Listen, you catch it. You can catch this thing again. Listen, just a public service announcement here at the Pete and Sebastian show. Mm-hmm. Italy shut down. And a few weeks ago, you said because you're Italian, you can't get it.
American Italian. It's Italy gene on steroids, guy. It's a bigger thing. I'm not. Italy is. I got a lot of problems with that country since we started this cast 6-7 years ago. I mean, the prices are outrageous. Venice is flooding. People go to jail constantly with this riffraff crime situation. Like you're guilty until proven innocent. And now they're shutting down over a half flu. Yeah, what are they doing over there? What are they? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I don't know.
Are you getting a little embarrassed by Italy? It's like,
I thought they would have stepped up. I mean, I don't even think China's doing what they're doing, but apparently the reason why Italy's shutting down, I think they have the most people over the age of 70 per capita more than any other country in the world. And I guess 70-year-olds are susceptible to the disease. Plus, Italians are affectionate. So they're kissing people left and right every day.
You
got to put these people in quarantine.
Look, we barely work as it is. All we do is go out and about hugging and kissing each other. Maybe we should all just lay low for a little while. I called my dad, speaking of elderly. Were you worried? I called my dad. He's on vacation in Florida. And he's literally goes, hey, what's up? I'm about to tee you off. And I go, are you worried about the corona? He goes, I'm more worried about the stock market than the fucking corona. So
By the way, the stock market took a hit today, 2,000 points.
didn't
I've
they?
never seen that.
Didn't they just turn the switch off or something? People I work with
They
said
shut it down. They said this is getting too bad. Shut down the system.
That's like when the casino kicks the loser out who keeps losing. They just feel so bad for him. They're like, just get him out of here. Come back tomorrow, Tommy. Try again. Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's
so.
what is.
Yeah,
I
my
don't
mom-
understand. What does that mean? Where does it go? Like, where does it? What happened? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I haven't did any research on this, nor has I have it explained to me. But I don't know what happens to you. You get it, you cough, you sneeze, and then it goes away.
Oh, I was talking about the stock market.
Oh,
I was talking about what happens to your money. Like when you lose your money in the stock market, is there a guy somewhere else going, yeah, like who's got it? Where is it going? You know what I'm saying? Like for every winner, isn't there a loser and vice versa? I don't know. I don't understand.
Listen, I don't know where it goes either. Once you sell a stock, you quote unquote either win or lose, right? So you're asking where does the money that's lost, where is it? Is it just vanish? Where is it?
Right. Like one time in my life, this guy who's a retired cop in New York City, he goes, I'll never forget. He goes, listen, I got a tip, a buddy of mine, I'm going to tell you about it. Fuel Nation. Look it up. Fuel Nation. They're on the rise. They just got this contract. I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but do yourself a favor, Petey. I go into Jack. I go, Jack, Fuel Nation. I called my buddy Larry, whose older brother's like does stocks and like plays in that world. And he's like, yeah, no, I see it here. It's trading for da da da. I go, bro, what do I got to do? I want to put 1,000 on it. You know, this is like 15 years ago. So he's like, the guy goes, all right, I'll put 5 on it. He puts 5 on it. My other buddy goes, I'll put 1,000 on it. I'm not kidding you. In 3 months, it just goes down and down and down. And then the guy goes, it's all gone. I go, what do you mean it's all gone? My money's all gone. It's just all, I go, well, where is it? They're just gone. I go, where? I don't get it. So
if you get an inside tip,
yeah, it was,
and you,
bro, is that inside trading? Is there a statute of limitations on that? Hank?
We need a referee on that. Is that something that is possible? Could get Pete in trouble here?
Is there a statute of limitations on insider trading, or am I going to be in Martha Stewart's old prison cell?
I think Hank pressed record and walked away.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
This guy. Shit.
Is Hank not talking anymore?
I don't know, Hank. Do you talk at all? Oh. By the way, little side thing I wanted to share with you. I thought this was kind of nasty and appreciate it. One of the things that came up in the writer's room, somehow someone mentioned hot bunking. Have you ever heard the term hot bunking?
No. Okay.
It's when truck drivers have to do a long haul and they got to make it in a certain amount of time. You ever see those the big semis? They have like the bunk in the back of them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They drive 2 men at a time, and one man is always sleeping while the other man's driving. So when you switch, the bunk is still hot from the other man's body. So they call it hot bunking. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Can you imagine laying in a bed that's still warm from the last man's body?
I bring my own sheets, right? I do a switch on the sheet.
Sheets. I'm on the floor like a POW until that bed is cooled down.
Yeah, it's not something I'd go in the back of the trailer and sleep before I slept in the bunk. No.
Listen, in the truck and driving world, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not blaming them, but I'm just saying in general, like if I went into a hotel and my bed was warm and they're like, oh, we just made it up. The last person slept in late, just left. I'd be like, can you give me a bed that's cooled down? Shit.
Oh, man.
So
I didn't tell you about the Nightline in Chicago.
No, I wanted to say I watched that Nightline interview. And I have some, I want to hear about it. But before you get into it, I just want to say, watching that whole interview, which was great. Dude, your dad's salon is sweet. I literally, even though you said it wasn't, I still had the, the whole old photos of Sinatra on the wall and like an old barbershop, maybe with the pole. This thing, why wouldn't he want to keep working? He walks in, there was all pretty ladies all around him. His son's a huge star. What, are you kidding me, man? I'd work in there too.
No, listen, he definitely does not want to leave that. He is the king of the salon.
I believe
and everybody
that.
loves him. But what you didn't know is my father and I in that salon sequence are probably the worst hangover we've ever had. I didn't tell you this, that I thought I was poisoned.
Oh, that's right. When you said you drank so much, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That was the night before with your buddies, was it?
Yeah, the day that was shot, I was hungover. And it was so bad, we had to redo the interview. So the interview portion of that is redone. You don't see any of the interview that happened in my childhood home, which was the initial plan. But the night before, I went out with family and friends. And if you remember on the cast, I think I said, I thought I was poisoned.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that morning I had that interview, and that night I had the show at the United Center, which I had 2 bags of saline solution going into my arm. I didn't tell you this.
DJ Hank, do you remember hearing that when you listened to the old casts? I do remember that too. Yeah. That's insane. That's right. So
that's
that interview though, when you were that hungover, did you look at the footage and go, no, we got to redo it? Or did even Nightline go, listen, guy, we got to redo this. You're half dead.
During it, I was like, you can't use this.
Yeah.
But then when they brought it home and saw it, and then they showed me a clip of it, I didn't recognize the man that was speaking.
Wow.
Completely void of any blood in my body. I look like a white ghost.
Holy shit, dude. That's the worst being home and when I hate it.
So bad. So anyway, I like the way the piece turned out. It was a nice piece.
It was fantastic, man. Fantastic. Jackie's always checking all the stuff out. So she got it, and then me, her, and Sadie all sat down and watched it. Really dug how all your friends got to come out on stage with you.
Yeah, that was a really special moment.
Yeah. I saw a John Mayer concert once, and he brought out all of his high school buddies too, and they it was very similar in that it was so cool, man. It's a cool thing to be able to do.
Yeah, that was fun. I also did that with my parents and my sister, and then later on at the Forum with Judy. Yeah, I brought Judy up on stage, so it's kind of becoming my thing. So if you're at one of my shows, you might be pulled out of the audience.
I'd prefer to just be on it again like the last time. Thanks. Is that what I got demoted?
You're demoted. I asked you again. You said you couldn't do it.
That one time. What do you mean? Like, what do you think? Contractually, never again? That was the one time. I was making the 4 Pete's sake that same weekend.
Yeah, you've been busy with your gigs right now. You got no time.
I'm joking around, man.
You're welcome anytime. Let me look at some dates in the fall if you want to come out.
I'd love to do another day where you had a ball. I mean, let me know when you're playing in front of less than 20,000 people, and I'd love to join you. No, I'd love to come anytime, dude. I really would, man. I really would. Wait, there was something I wanted to bring up to you about that Nightline too. Another thing. It's so weird, though. I got to tell you, it's just so weird, like doing this with you and being friends with you for so long that sometimes, when they're like, one of the most popular comedians in the world, you kind of like, oh yeah, ooh, he's shit. Almost makes you a little nervous next time I give you a buzz. but I tell you though, I remember when I first started stand up, and Jim Brewer was I first met Brewer and I was freaking out about that. And then he introduced me to David Spade, and I just remember being so young and so nervous. And then I had the lunch with Rappaport recently about the project. And it's just, there's nothing like time. You know what I mean? Like if I was younger, I'd be nervous. And now one of the cool things about getting older is that you've experienced so much and been through so much that there really is that sense of, I know how to do this now, and everything in life, you know what I mean? And it's just nice to not be nervous anymore when you're younger and you get nervous. Like, hey, how you doing, Mike? Now you just sit down. By the way, great dude.
Yeah,
Meeting went really well, and he loved the script. We're going out in a couple of weeks. I'll be out in L.A. going for it.
Let's get this thing going, up and running out in LA, me and you together at iHeart Studios, probably later on then at my home, coming live from the studio that I'm currently putting together.
How's that going? You getting close to finishing?
Finishing. We didn't even start. We're still in the design phase, bro.
For the studio?
Yeah.
What are you going to lease it out to the Red Hot Chili Peppers to make albums?
This thing might look like Stern's setup.
Oh. Dude, I'm moving to LA. If you keep doing this, I'll move out there for now. You kidding me? I'll be robbing off to the side in the glass. Let's do it. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Couple quick questions. I know it's going to be a shortened show, folks. It's feeling
I wouldn't tease it with shortened show. Because I think what happens is if I say that or you say that, people begin to go, this ain't worth listening to. They're not into it today.
I'm into it. You're into it. All right. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. It's poor showmanship. Speaking of showbiz, Sadie had a piano recital this weekend. She's crushing it, man. Absolutely crushing it, taking it to a new level. So it's a little room with a music teacher. She owns a big old house, real pretty house. And then she has a little side house, like an old barn that she converted into a really cool studio. And that's where she teaches the kids. And that's where she does the recital. And everybody brings baked goods, every mom or dad. And then all the kids play a couple of numbers, very short. And then we all have a little party and everyone eats some food and we go. So this thing, it usually runs about an hour and a half. And some of these kids are not that advanced, so it can be a little painful, in a good way though, because now every time we do the recital, at the end of it, the lady bangs out a number of her own, like about a 4 or 5 minute piano piece. Thank you. Now she's 70 something years old, so I'll give you that. But I mean, what are we doing here? What?
Hang it up.
Right? I mean, what is that about? What's the purpose of that? Jackie goes, to show the kids how good they can become. I play Billy Joel for her every day. She's hearing it on the radio.
Yeah. She got the best at home. What the hell you need? This is look at me. Look at how good I am. I still got it.
I agree. I think it's this is all. Listen, I'm in my late 70s or my early 70s here. Yep. I don't play live anymore. I teach all you kids, and now the least everyone could do is sit here and listen to. She's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, I mean, all the parents are like, "What are we doing? Let's start eating the cupcakes and call it."
Come on, this is extending the thing more than it should be. I mean, you got people that are untalented in this thing, right? So you got to sit through their shit performance.
That's right? What I'm saying, right?
And then you got this one putting more time on top of this. I mean, basically, what you really want to do is have Sadie go first, right? In this thing, and then just go home.
Oh, that's what you'd love to do, but you gotta stay and support the whole thing. And then afterwards, Jackie ends up chit-chatting too long. Ends up chatting with the piano. Next thing I know, we're the last ones there with one other couple, our friends. So we stack all the chairs. Then she says, "Can you help me carry?" We got to pick up the piano to take these discs out from under it, and then lay boards. Keep laying the boards one in front of the other because it's going to damage the floor, and roll the piano into another room. I said, "Jackie, we stuck around here too long. What the fuck?"
What? Come on. What are you working there?
That's what I'm saying. But then Jackie hits me with she's 70 something.
Well, then okay, I get it. I'm not disrespecting the old people, but if you got an old lady running the class, you got to bring in some extra help,
Right, that's what if we would have left? Would this lady be like knee deep trying to push a piano across the room till 2:00 in the morning? I mean, I don't get it.
Well, forget it, man.
Yeah. So one other thing I want to bring up before I forget is Serafina starting to watch particular shows? Like, does she have a favorite show yet on TV?
She's not watching TV.
Whoa, what do you mean not watching TV?
She's not watching it. She watches Frozen a little bit, but other than that, the TV and the iPhone are basically non-existent in our house.
Okay, Mr. Super Parent.
Thank you.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Thank you.
I don't know. Wait. So what are you, Amish? I get the iPad. Sadie doesn't have that, but like you don't let this lovely little girl watch a little of it might be Paw Patrol now. Maybe it's a little bit more of Lucky and Spirit with the horse. What?
She has the ability to watch whatever she wants.
She's allowed
on the TV.
She just chooses.
However, she chooses to walk around and ask for the song "Mamma Mia," and she sings "Mamma Mia."
Wow.
Okay, so we have successfully deterred our child from immersing herself in a iPhone, iPad, and or television for entertainment.
I applaud that. I let my daughter watch TV on Saturday and Sunday mornings. It's well deserved. There's something more than Mamma Mia singing around the house, right? I mean, she's
it's a variety of different songs. But,
some movies,
today,
maybe some movies.
No, there's. I'm telling you, Frozen is the only movie.
Wow.
She is watched.
That's fantastic.
From front to back. I'm not saying she hasn't watched any other movies. However, it's not a big thing in the house to watch TV. This
is the makings of the entertainment stuff. That's what they do. They're like, even as a kid, I never watched TV. I just don't know what to sing. And then my dad. And then when you make that studio, bro, forget it. She's gonna be making albums by the time she's 7.
What we're doing, though, I tell you what we're doing. We have a room for like a movie room. It's like a theater. In this plan, Lana and I have decided that we're going to construct a stage with a curtain in front of the movie screen so the kids could put on productions.
I love it, man. Holy shit. That's fantastic.
So anyway, go ahead. What's going on?
I'm going to bring Sadie out there to cut an album on piano in your studio.
I'm telling you, hopefully by the time you come out, I highly doubt it, because we are looking at a piano. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting a ping pong table.
Yeah.
White trash.
It's white trash.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, what do you play? Once you hit it again and you're done. I mean,
not only for me, but I had a ping pong table growing up. It was in the basement. Yeah.
Well, then get it. You got the space.
But my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Is Israeli.
Yeah.
And he is supposed to be an unbelievable ping pong player.
Oh, we're talking one of those guys that plays like 20 feet off the table. Wow.
One of these guys that was in a league.
Oh, wow, man. I've always wanted to watch that. Like, I've never even seen that live. You know what I mean? I've never even been around someone who can play that good. I only see it on TV. It's unbelievable. It's more entertaining than tennis.
Yeah, it is. And I want to possibly get a table, maybe have him over and see if I could, because I was taught by my father, and like he gave me 2 tricks with the paddle, with the Sicilian spin.
Oh, when you serve it?
Oh, God. A lot of people can't even handle my serve. It comes in crooked. It comes in like Goose Gossage's knuckleball.
Are you doing a half throw though? Because that's illegal. You got
No half
oh,
throw.
you're slicing
No half
it.
throw. It's the spin I got on this thing. It's similar to the ball being in a gust of wind. That's how it comes at you. I've often froze people and the ball hit the chest.
Oh wow! You got to get this table then, man. Don't lose this skill if you have it.
I'm thinking of getting the table, but by the time you come, we'll be locked and loaded. Hopefully, that's it. Yeah, no, we'll be all right.
Wow, man!
All right.
Is the pool all open and going?
Pool's open. I mean, pool's open. Everything's open. Everything's ready to go. Except for that studio I got upstairs in the movie theater. Other than that, everything's ready to go. So
is the studio separate from the house?
It's upstairs, separate from anything that you wouldn't know it's up there. No one even knows it's up there. No one even knows there's stairs leading up there.
Wow, nice.
So, we're looking forward to your visit. What is that? April or May?
April, like right after Easter, like that week after Easter, like on a Monday or Tuesday.
All right. So that's that. What else do we got going? I got some notes here. You got any highlights over there?
What I wanted to say is I was watching, you guys don't watch anything, all right? But I'm watching Scooby-Doo the other day with Sadie.
Yeah.
You've seen Scooby-Doo, the cartoon, not the movie, the cartoon. It's sometimes it can be like a little scary, right? Yeah. So this kid's 6. She's going to be 7 in June, and it's a little scary. And she goes, "Dad, hold me." And I go, "I'm not holding you for Scooby-Doo, Sadie. It's a cartoon. A guy wrote it with a crayon, with a marker. Come on, right?" So then, whatever, and we left. And then that night, she's going to bed. And Saturday night, I'm home. And Jackie gets very excited for Saturday nights when I'm home because they're rarity. She's excited. As I'm putting Sadie to bed, jokingly, I go, try not to have a nightmare from Scooby-Doo. And she goes, "Yeah, Dad." Dude, half hour later, we're watching TV. And you just hear her like whining a little, "Mom, Mom." And Jackie turns to me and goes, "Why would you do that, Pete? Why would you bring up a nightmare to her?" And I go, "Jack, it's Scooby-Doo. It's Scooby-Doo, man." And then she goes up there and Sadie's scared from Scooby-Doo. And then Jackie comes back down and goes, "If she wakes up again, you're going back down there. I mean, how dumb are you, Pete? You bring up something right." Sadie gets scared again. We got to bring her down. She has to lay on the couch and fall asleep with us, bro, from fucking Scooby-Doo. Am I out of line? I mean, step up, kid. Her 7-year-old nephew's watching Walking Dead, filling me in on the ones I missed. This kid can't watch fucking Scooby-Doo cartoon? What do you think?
If my daughter ever would have said, "Dad, hold me, I'm scared."
Yeah.
I don't care what she could be watching the wall. I'm there.
No,
that was your first.
You're you know what? Let's title today's episode "Super Dad Sebastian." No,
so that was your first misstep, and then you come in out of nowhere while she's going to sleep and start mentioning nightmares and this and that and the other thing. These are 2 things we could have avoided. I'm with Jackie on this. You screwed up here. You should just keep your mouth shut and keep hugging.
I hug and kiss my kid like insane. I love my kid more than life itself. And but I'm proving a point. If we're going to hug, it's going to be because we're watching Jaws for the first time. And we're not going to hug because Shaggy's scared. And I will say this. The second time she cried, and I went upstairs, and then I was like, "All right, I'll lay with you for a little." And then she's like, while she's laying, I go to sit up. And she goes, "Where are you going, Dad?" I go, "I'm just going to sit up because I figured if I try to sit up when she falls asleep, I'll wake her up." So I sit up, bro. She goes, "No, Dad, I know you're going to leave. I know you're going to leave. And I'm really, really scared, Dad. Please just lay with me if you really could." Dude, it broke my heart. You know what I mean? It just broke my heart. I scooped her up. I'm like, we're both going down to the couch. You would think she was just, what do you call it? Liberated from prison. She was so like, oh my God, thank you so much. You know,
So did she fall asleep?
oh, you brought her down the couch. Yeah, but Jackie's like, you can sleep with us while we watch TV on the couch, but you have to close your eyes. You know, she was so tired. She was just scared. So she eventually fell asleep, and then I carried her up and put her in her bed. But it was just, it broke my heart to see how, like, because you're like, you forget, you know, at our age. I'm like, dude, it's a room. It's an empty room. I'm right downstairs. This all instigated from a cartoon, and you can barely breathe. You're so scared. Holy shit.
She's a daughter, bro. It's not a son,
dude,
man.
If this was the 1800s, she'd be 2 years away from plowing the field in the dark at 4:30. We got to toughen them up. I'm telling you, we got to toughen these young kids up today, bro. It's getting scary.
I agree, but I'm just saying, you got to pick your points here, man. Poor girl.
All right. By the way, a little side note, tomorrow will be Tuesday, and this just hit me yesterday. Today I was driving in from the airport, told Jackie, and she's like, oh, my God, I haven't showered since Friday, bro. That might be a record. It just got away from me. Isn't that crazy?
So you're right now at a 3-day absent.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, and we're going late here, so I'm going to go right home to the hotel, check in. I didn't even check in yet today. I'll go to bed, so I'll wake up. It'll be 4-day run.
Yeah, you're not going to shower tonight?
I don't think, you know what? There's something, like, I feel like if I wait one more day, it might be like a modern day record since I was 20. Like, I was, in a weird way, I was thinking about seeing how long I could take this fucking thing.
Well, I mean, you could take it through the week.
Dude, I was in the writer's room today and something smelled. I'm not kidding you. This is what reminded me of my shower. And then I slowly walked around the writer's room over by one dude in the room that I like. And I'm standing next to him. He's sitting and he's like, what's up? And I go, I can't decide if I smell or the garbage can that's by me. So I'm going to stand here and see if I smell the smell. And me and him both kept smelling, and we didn't smell. And I go, must be the garbage can. But I was in that territory. I did a underarm rub, knowing I hadn't showered. You ever do that? I haven't showered in 2 days, but just do an underarm rub.
I don't think I ever gone 2 days without showering in 20 days or 20 years.
You don't think you have gone 48 hours without showering in the past 20 years?
Maybe once.
Wow.
So let me ask you this. Could you make it a week? Could you go to a Friday? And if you do you think you will start to smell sometime this week?
Well, I think I got to do deodorant, I'll just got to keep rubbing deodorant on. But I think I'll start to smell, man. I mean, my hair is already starting to get itchy, but the hair looks better the more you don't wash it.
I was going to say, right now, it literally looks like a Pantene commercial.
I tell you, man, in the perfect world, I'd never wash this fucking rug.
Well, it's not good because you get the essential oils out of your hair if you wash it every day. So I'd go with this, bro. I think it's working for you. Go till Friday.
It's, you know what? There's a freeness to it. You know what I mean? It just feels good to just, I feel more me than ever before. Every time you wash yourself, you're washing away a little bit of yourself. I'm more me now than I've been in a long time, man.
I say go with it, bro. Go with you.
So what would
yourself.
that be? That would be Friday. It was Friday afternoon. That'd be Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon to Tuesday morning. If I go Tuesday afternoon, I don't know. I think I'm going to bang out a shower. I might even tonight. I don't know, man. Now I'm getting freaked out about it. It was a good run, though.
I think a shower, though, after 4 or 5 days has to be in your own home shower to really cleanse it off. Because these hotel showers, I'm so disappointed with the water pressure on these things. You ever get so disappointed in a hotel when you turn on the shower and it's just a trickle?
I do not like when there's not good pressure in a hotel, right? It's like...
And they got a big shower head. like you got no pressure coming out of 83 holes, right?
Yeah. That's the worst. Just a little light drizzle on you. I hate that,
it's
man.
terrible.
Blast me. Blast me. It's usually the dumps that have the best water pressure. Hotel-wise, it's weird.
Well, the dumps have that hotel nozzle that's like it's real small and compact, and it's got like 3 massage heads coming out of it.
Yeah.
Where when that thing comes out, it's almost like nails, like little nails hitting your skin.
Yes. You ever do to crank the heat, lean over and just let it blast one part of your back that's bothering you? That's the closest I'll ever come to Dr. Ron, man. Just blasting that high heat right on it.
Well, it's funny you say these showers because this weekend I was looking at the showers in these hotel rooms, and it feels like a lot of times the shower build out is an afterthought because there are so many times when I got to literally go in the shower and put the shower on, and then I get soaked. Like there's no easy way to just put the shower on and you not getting wet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to lean. I know what you're talking about. That drives me nuts too, man. When you got to climb halfway into the shower to reach the knob.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And it's in the way of you backing out of the shower. So you're going to get hit with water no matter what you do. Sometimes they cut in the glass. You ever seen that move where they look like they put the glass up and they go, oh, we can't get in to put the thing on. Cut a hole in the glass.
Oh, my God, man.
So,
wait, yeah.
Sorry, the hand sanitizer again.
I thought the sanitizer doesn't do anything. I am going to shower today because of the virus.
You should. You're like a host for the virus now.
Yeah, you're right. I probably just gave it to half the room.
Oh, man, I hit something here. It's just eluding me. Don't know how to put this one.
What's up? You can't talk about it?
No, can't talk about it.
No.
It's not a way I could do it.
All right.
Can't do it. Came to a screeching halt.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, what time is it? How long have we been doing it?
What do we got, Hank?
55. No, I just know. I know you said you're exhausted.
Honest to God, do any other hosts do this where they just stop the show and go, we got an hour yet?
Probably more than you know, right?
Hey,
shit.
Any other podcasts you work on have like time issues that they're trying to get to the time?
Really? Oh. Well, it's not that I can't wait to get out of here. By the way, do you have any Watt? I got Watt silence right now. I don't know.
I got no. We were just on the Watt thing. He was asking for recos for Chicago on food places. You were on that text.
Oh, I don't think I was on that thread. I did see the Subway commercial.
Oh, with the brothers, yeah.
Dig it. That was good, bro. Honestly, if he ran for the Democratic national presidency right now, I don't know that he wouldn't get it.
It's a lock. Could someone run as either... Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Could someone run as a Democrat or a Republican And then once they get in office, say they're the opposite.
That's yeah.
Can a Republican
Right.
secretly run as a Democrat?
Right.
And if they win, go, hey, guess what, guys? I'm a Republican.
No walls coming down. Free medical for everybody. Let's do it. That's very interesting, man.
Not that that's probably haven't happened in the past, but man, I can't even put sentences together, right? I just analyzed. We should redo the sentence I just said there, Hank, on a loop. I think it was I haven't. I did a I haven't. Two haven'ts in a row is on.
Wow. and I don't even know what's more pathetic is that I didn't even catch it. I was like, yeah, I hear you.
Oh, man. Did I tell you I took the CBD oil, which I thought was CBD, but it was THC heavy? Did I tell you that?
No.
So I take CBD oil to sleep. It's the little Tickners, whatever the hell they are. You put it under your tongue and you go to bed.
Jesus, bro. You do so much stuff for the body. So much stuff for the body.
Hey, it's not body. This is overall well-being, bro. I gotta sleep, so I'm taking CBD like it's going out of style. So the other night, I'm on the road. I take my dosage
under the tongue. It goes
under the tongue. 2 vials under the tongue.
2 vials.
2 little.
And you got vitamins you take in a day.
Vitamins, the whole thing. I got about 33 vitamins, I think. I belch and it comes up like sawdust.
Well, I tell you, you better be doing jump rope at my funeral. That's the kind of shape you should still be in with all the stuff you're doing. All right, so we got the vials going under the tongue.
So I'm laying in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm floating. Yeah. Like my head is like, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I look at the bottle, it's THC heavy, right? Oh. I'm high off my ass. Best sleep I've ever had on the THC heavy oil.
Oh, there you go, man.
So I might have to try that again when I'm on the road, not when I'm at home. Because
that's why I have the face of a 30-year-old, man. I sleep like a log. I have been for years.
Well, once you get this hip replacement, it's all going to change, bro. You're going to have a face of anguish.
I don't know, man. I'm going to talk to Dr. Ron without a doubt.
I'm going to put you on a text thread with Ron. I want you guys to at least talk for 5 minutes, at least hear his side before you go in and start redoing your entire leg.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I want to get a second opinion. It's not the choice I want to do.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
SebastianLive.com.
There you go. Where's my dates? I'm going to do my dates. I feel like I shouldn't do the dates right now, right? April 24th and 25th, guys. I will be in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey at Bananas. I'll be in Tempe Improv on April 30th. Albany, Rochester. I got a bunch of new dates coming. Go to pcorelli.com for all the dates. What are we doing with the show? We burning the tape?
No.
The show was good, right? We just fizzled at the end?
Yeah, it's just a fizzle job.
By the way, little warning before we leave. This is tough to say. Sunday night, went to a short thing. I didn't want to fight with Jackie. I wanted to enjoy the evening. Tom Cruise, I put in The Mummy. He did the remake of The Mummy, the one that Brendan Fraser, you know that guy? Mm-hmm. Did the first one? Bro, I can't believe I'm saying this. Brendan Fraser did it better. This is the second Tom Cruise movie I've seen in a row that has been subpar. This is upsetting me, man. This is Tom Cruise we're talking about. He's been the staple. He's been the most consistent, famous movie star since I've been a child. And it's starting to, Yeah,
What
it's
did he
starting to
do?
wane, which means I'm starting to wane. My hip's going, his career's going, everything's falling apart. Fucking Dr. Ron rubbed Tom Cruise's career back on track.
What's the second movie that you saw?
Oh, the latest Jack Reacher. I forget what it was called. With the Reacher one. Yeah. So Tommy C, I don't know what he's up to next, but hopefully he gets his game back on track.
He was making Mission Impossible in Italy. I heard they shut that down.
Oh my gosh, really? That's what he does. Every time nothing starts working, he does another Mission Impossible to get things back on track. Why does he keep doing those kind of movies? Why doesn't he do like dramas anymore? Like
I don't know, man.
The Firm and as good as the one with A Few Good Men, why doesn't he do that shit anymore?
I don't know, man.
We got to get him on the show. What, dude?
The world.
Have you met him?
No, never.
You got to meet him, bro.
Never. That's a guy I wouldn't mind running across.
If I met him, and if he called me and said he wanted to meet me, and he wanted to discuss possibility of joining Scientology, I would sit down and hear out about Scientology just for the meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? But do you think by the end of it, I'd be like, I just went for the meet and greet, but guy, I'm joining. Do you think Tom Cruise could talk you into Scientology?
Yes.
You really think so? If let's say you were spending a weekend with Tom Cruise golfing, you guys are going to golf, we're going to do dinner, me, you, and two other friends. And his sole purpose in his head is from Friday afternoon till Sunday morning, convince you to go home with brochures and really consider Scientology. Do you think you'd be flying home on that private jet, courtesy of Tom Cruise, considering Scientology?
No, you would.
You're out of your mind, bro.
I think you walk out of that room with pamphlets and ready to show your family the way.
If Tom Cruise
to
said
L.
to
Ron
me,
Hubbard.
he would put me in two movies, one and a sequel, playing his partner, and we're cops, FBI agents. I would join. I would become one of their priests. I'd make my wife and daughter join. And I would be fully committed for a lifetime if he gave me 2 guaranteed movies with him.
2 guaranteed sidekick movies as Cruise, and you're moving into the House of Scientology in Miami.
Fully in. They could do what do? They could audit me, audit my life, right? I forget what they call it. Leah Romney. I have a phone number still from Kevin Can Wait. I'll give them her phone number. I'll help them get her. She was awesome, dude. Anyway, I think we're officially out of shit now.
We're out of stuff. SebastianLive.com. All the tour dates are there this week. I'm going to be in Norfolk, Virginia, and then Cherokee, North Carolina. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll be in Baltimore, Maryland. Looking forward to the weekend.
Is Dr. Ron meeting up with you?
Yes, Dr. Ron will be there for another 6-hour extravaganza, and he'll be working on my right leg as well as my right shoulder and my neck.
All right, so let's try and do this later in the week then.
Let's do this maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be home all next week. And I'll be available for the cast. Not that we got together really early this week because
it was a fun hang, man. I had a great time as always,
hang,
man. As always, just joking around.
The Pete and Sebastian show. Stay away from the virus, everybody.
Good luck.
We will see you back here at iHeartRadio next week. Ciao.